Let's get into it, man. Cooking episode 900, man, on the average. You feel me? Because it feels like that, bro. Where do you want to start?
Say anymore? What do we actually even say?
It was so bad, man. I watched it. It was so bad. I'm sat there like, this is actually horrific. This manager is absolutely awful. He is so bad, man. Like, Michael Richards summed it up so well on Match of the Day. Like, the amount of players that he was playing in God knows what position was embarrassing, bruv. Mason Mount, left wing back, was one of that I saw. Mason Mount, left wing back. I see, and it was like they all got on the pitch and just every 20 minutes just kept switching around like that. It was like, who's playing where, man? It was so bad, Saeed, bruv. So bad, man. Like, literally, it's laughable watching you right now. Your club is absolutely dusted. It's finished. And I don't even know how much we can blame Amorim before we start to look at why he's still there. Then you've got to start looking at Ineos and say, why the hell is this guy still here? Because we've been cooking this guy since November and we're almost a year in and he's still there. He is statistically, LB said he's the worst since the World Wars. It has not got any better this season. And I said you play trick or treat around October. I think you might have to be a little bit before then, man, because I tell you what, I don't think you can wait till the end of October with this guy. You just need to now. You wouldn't have got Amorim out of Sporting Lisbon. I think you need to try, if you can, to go and get Iriola out of Bournemouth or Glasner out of Palace, because I don't really understand. If maybe they don't even want to come, because I tell you what, it is a mess, Saeed. And you need to look at Ineos, man. It needs to be more pressure on your ownership on your Ineos now.
Do you know what, Potts, you're bang on now. All of these United fans that have their anger channeled towards Amorim, he's not going to sack himself. You need to now direct that to Ineos now because they're keeping him into the job. What I would say is to the rest of the panel, we do need to get our laughs in because genuinely, I believe Sunderland get something your next game. And I do believe they pulled the plug. I think they pulled the plug. He can't be here any longer. He can't. He's had his players. He's had a pre-season. The excuses have run out. I genuinely believe. Saeed, you're laughing, but you know what I'm saying is not wrong. That is a Dory guy. That's a banging form for them. I reckon he'll get a draw or a win for Sunderland.
Well, Sunderland have got more points than us here since April.
That's mad, bro.
Did you see that stat, by the way?
That's actually wild.
That's crazy.
We played since April.
Is there more points in 2025? Or I think like close to that, isn't it? They're coming up.
I have no idea, bro. I see some news
for the panel. Do any of you lot think? Because I keep saying, I keep getting cooked for this for some reason. Amorim will still be there. I believe when they come to Anfield, which is the first game after the international break, I believe you have a new manager. But do any of you lot think he gets sacked?
I've been saying, I think he gets sacked this international break. I think they give him the next week. And then in the international break, as teams usually do, they start looking around. They start earmarking a few other managers. We heard today Xavi is potentially still interested, which I think will still be the wrong move. You'll still be in a very bad position if you bring him in. But there's no excuses. There generally is no excuse you guys can make. Like
Southgate,
Amorim, and that. Do you know what I told you a few weeks ago, Saeed? Daishi, Southgate should have got Nuno whilst he was available. These are the types of managers you need now. Because as much as you hate to hear it, last season, the one thing Amorim done well was made you tough to beat. You actually didn't concede that many goals at the back end last season. Defensively, you were okay. You actually were okay at times defensively. Now, you're just an absolute mess. Harry Maguire at the center of your back three is a sackable offense at itself. It's a sackable offense. You keep playing him in a high line. There's all this space in behind that just gets exploited every single game. Like, this was what was expected. Going into the Brentford game, I knew that they were going to pull you guys apart. Just completely break you apart. They've got a very good system that works. The midfield three is competent. They know what they're doing. Jordan Henderson at the base. One long ball over the top broke you guys down like nothing. You guys need to start to realize your level. I don't think it's the players that are the problem. It's the manager and Ineos. I'm past the point of everyone saying the players aren't good enough because the players are good. We know some of these players are good. We know if you put them under another manager, you'd see a lot of them play a lot better. It's the system. Ineos, the fact that they haven't acted on West Ham have higher standards than you, man. Two managers since Amorim's come in. They've sacked 2 managers since Amorim's come in. That's standard. Wow. You man don't even want to sack Amorim. And bro, the point here overall is that you guys keep pointing the finger everywhere else, pointing at yourselves. You know what? Just say, look, we got new owners. These new owners are just as incompetent as the Glazers were. That's the whole point. That's what you guys need to just sit there and say. They are just as incompetent as the Glazers because there's been no improvement. There's been nothing changed. You're still trying to wait out with a manager that's not good enough. Have a direction and stick to it. They brought Amorim in and said, yeah, so we're going to go with this back three stuff now. And now it looks like, oh, what managers are available? Oh, we want Xavi, we want Iraola, we want all these other 4-3-3 attacking football style managers. So you bring them in and you're going to have the same problem because half of these players don't suit his system. So you're going to be doing square pegs and round
You
holes.
lose less games. You lose less games. You'll definitely not be doing what you're showing right now. But let me just go back to your point about system. I don't think it's a system, because Glasner plays the same system. And he's showing that he can cook with players. Let's be honest, bro. Some of them, I would take. But most of them, like, I've already got good players.
Technical level is definitely higher at Palace than you, man.
It's technical level. But still, though, I'm still seeing, that they allow to play with freedom, expression. Tactically, they look good. Everyone knows where to pick up certain positions and whatnot. So I think it's the way Amorim is setting up rather than the actual system.
That's right, but he's going to change. He's not going to change that at all, is he? And he's already said it. I think he said it last season, didn't he? When people was getting onto him, then and he said, "I ain't going to change my system." And I'm pretty sure, didn't he say that the club have told him? I swear down, he said
it
the club.
weeks ago as well.
He's not changing.
They need to sack me if they wanted to change, bro.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
he's a cheeky guy,
and apparently, Big Jim, Big Jimmy came in and had a meeting with him and. He apparently he wants him to see out the season, and I saw him laughing and at the train station with Wilcox, doing buddy. I
couldn't believe that.
That's wild, bro.
We were laughing together, together. But
he didn't find nothing funny. He just wanted to keep his job. He didn't find none of them.
Nothing funny.
When you're in work and that, when you're in your lunch break and that. And then the staff push jokes, like, let me
you even go home with a headache from all the fake laughing. You know what I'm saying? That's how my man was laughing, like. Yeah. But hey, listen, what more can we say about these man? I think
it's true though.
This was just another example. It's just another example, Saeed, that this manager just isn't it, bro. You're talking about a Brentford manager who was a set piece coach. This is what his first job managing, right? They've lost. They had their best player playing for you, man. Now, running about looking like one Rolo on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how so many players have just regressed like this, bro. You know what I mean? Cool, fair enough. Sesko's got his goal, but again, I didn't really see any creativity for him, bro. It was just simple long balls. Some of the goals that they scored as well. That first goal they scored was a mad goal.
To add on to the point, I was saying to my boy, the odd United game I watch, I'm always like, when he's chasing a game, like he always brings on a defender. And then TNT actually tweeted a stat that backed up what I was seeing with my own eyes. In 42 out of his 49 games in charge, he subs on the centre back. It's crazy.
That's what he does. That's what he does. He does it honestly every game. He does it every game.
Do you think he wants out?
Bro, he wants his money, bro. That's what he wants,
bro. The thing is, LB. The thing is, people are saying he wants out. I just think he's shit. It's as simple as that. I just think he's shit. Bro. I just think he's shit. He's trying everything right now, and it's just not working for him.
No, but is he trying everything? Is he trying everything? I don't think he's trying everything.
Bro, he's trying everything.
LB, I can't lie. I'm with LB because we got to be honest here. Man come in, he said, do you know what? I'm going to play this way. This way is not working, but look, I'm going to keep playing this way, whether you like it or not. He's not trying nothing different. As you said, he's making substitutions. He's just throwing players into those positions. We're like, oh, Mount, you got left wing back.
That is trying something different, or Jules. Because he dropped Euro. Euro's been dropped.
And then brought him on.
Yeah, but exactly. That's trying something different. He went with different personnel.
About systems and that.
Okay, if you're talking about the different formation,
where the players are being used and where they're being utilized on the pitch.
Yeah,
Bruno has been playing in the 8 for all this time. We can all clearly see that Bruno is not an 8, but he keeps playing him there.
He's playing him as a 6, basically, bro. He's playing him more like a 6. I get what you're saying about the formation. I'm just saying that.
Forget the formation, because Glasner played that formation and it's good. It's the system. It's the way the formation's being used.
It's how he.
But this is my point, though, dudes. This is the point, though.
Yeah.
He's keeping the same formation, but he's just changing the personnel. He hasn't changed the formation once. He keeps changing the personnel. 1 week is Euro starting. 1 week is Maguire starting. 1 week is Mount starting. 1 week is Ahmad starting here. 1 week is this guy starting. 1 week I see Maguire. Then another week I see Dallo. Then another week I see someone else. It's always changing, bro.
Also,
You know what I'd say?
Our wing backs are basically like they're not doing any. They're the ones that are meant to create, by the way. And the 210s here are doing nothing. And Boomer and Cunha, bro, they're meant to be the creators, but yeah, they're not on the ball.
You know
half
what,
the time.
Don has a good. He's got a good point because I actually feel if you used to play a 4-2-3-1, yeah, with I don't know Casemiro with a Kobe next to him or someone, Bruno in the 10 where he gets all of his numbers, then Cunha and then Bremer either side and a Seska up top, or even an Ahmed out wide or a Xerxes. I feel like results will slap. I'm not saying you'll do a madness, but results will start to slightly improve. Bruno's closer to the goal output.
Yeah.
So I think Don has a point. I feel like try and change the formation at least, but he doesn't even want to do that. He's stubborn enough to do
He
that.
said he'd rather quit, bro. And that's the bottom line. He ain't going to change.
Too stubborn, bro.
Yeah, man, he's finished his collapse, bro.